Hello, in today's video I'm going to tell you if the Pro-Ject T1 EVO is good. Pro-Ject T1 EVO is a turntable and it is actually pretty decent, especially for its price. The price is, let me tell you, we have the 3 different models available, as I can see, for the prices of T1 EVO Standard being at 400 euros, T1 EVO Phono at 450, and T1 EVO Bluetooth at 500 euros. And now the choice is up to you. There are 3 different models. The standard doesn't come with a preamp built-in. Phono version has preamp built-in and costs 50 euros more. And there is also the Bluetooth version, which costs 100 more than standard and 50 more than the Phono version, which not only has the preamplifier, but also you can optionally use it with Bluetooth headphones or speakers. But you can also, like the 2 versions, the Phono and Bluetooth, can also be used in the same manner as you would use the first one, because you can switch between line out and Phono out on both of them. You can connect all of them wired. The Bluetooth works wirelessly. I'm not really a fan of Bluetooth connection for turntables, so I wouldn't recommend that one. I don't really think it's worth paying 50 euros more for something like this. I think that it's not the point of getting a turntable, but the choice is up to you. I don't judge that. I don't think that it's a bad thing. It's just that I wouldn't choose it myself to have Bluetooth, to pay more for Bluetooth in a turntable. It's a turntable. I don't need that. There's Phono and standard. I would think between those 2 versions. Remember that if you get the standard, you need to get the preamplifier separately. But I think it's cheaper. If you want to make it cheaper, you can get the standard version and buy a cheaper preamplifier, because preamplifiers are typically cheaper than 50 euros. Remember that besides that, you will also need to get an amplifier and a speaker, or an active speaker. Or if you get the standard version, you can also, instead, because turntable record players consist of 4 elements: the turntable, preamplifier, amplifier, and a speaker. But those elements can be combined. There even are turntables with the speakers built in, so it's all like everything with the preamp, amp, and speaker all in one set. But I don't really think these are good. This is actually a good one. It is a professional, half professional grade, which means it's marketed, and I do believe that, I do agree with that it is an entry-level audiophile device for a really good price, but also with a really good quality. And yeah, for the standard version of the T1 EVO, you need to get preamp, amp, and speakers. But as I said, these can be combined, so you can either get a device that is both preamp and amp together and then speakers to it, or preamp separately and then active speakers, which means one of the speakers of the 2, or if you get one, just like me, then just the one, it has an amplifier built into it. So it's not like you necessarily need to have 4 devices. I have the T1 EVO Phono, which means it has the preamplifier built in, and I'm using an active speaker. So you can see I have just 2 elements connected, and the turntable has preamplifier built in, and the speaker has an amplifier built in. It's all connected together, and it works like so. So for me, I do prefer that option, because I don't need an external preamplifier, and it makes my setup cleaner, and I don't really care about having an external preamplifier. But if you prefer to have an external preamplifier to have more control over it, or if you would like to just save a little bit on it, because as I said, preamplifiers are cheaper than 50 euros, and T1 EVO Phono is 50 euros more than T1 EVO Standard, then you can also do that. Aside from that, I think that T1 EVO is a really good device. It gives you lots of flexibility, has a really good quality stylus that is pre-adjusted, the orthophone OM10. Yeah, it has a switchable phono preamp in the phono model. Yeah, it supports both speeds, both popular speeds, 33 and 45. I know that sometimes, very rarely, there are 66, and the old records are 78, but remember, for old records you would need to change the cartridge each time you want to listen to an old record, because old records use different needles, so it's like, and 66 isn't used anymore by like anyone. I think like it's very rare. So 33 and 45, that's great. It is a belt drive powered, and the platter is really good. It is heavy blasted glass with a felt mat. So yeah, that's basically it. I hope that this video was helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.